The long-awaited result of North Somerset Council's bid for Heritage Lottery funding to restore the historic marine lake has now been announced, and many local groups can now celebrate the awarded grant of almost £800,000.
And we had a number of Olympic medals.
The award followed a very successful site visit made by local board members from the Heritage Lottery's South West Committee, during which they were shown round by members of the various water sport groups who use the lake.
She's also quite a prime mover in the Clevedon Canoe Club.
We sometimes swim into each other, which I would imagine. Yeah.
A restored promenade, strengthened seawall, a paddling area and improved access are all included in the plan, which aims to increase water sports and make the area more attractive for visitors. The Civic Society played a vital role in the design of the project, and Clevedon Town Council has committed to contributing up to £50,000. But the powerhouse behind the scheme was Marlin's, the Marine Lake Enthusiasts Group.
Well, it's wonderful news, because it's taken us 3 years to get this far, but now we've got the major chunk of money we need in the bag to restore the marine lake to as new condition. Better, in fact, because in some ways we'll have improved, with the experience of the years. So we'll have a marine lake which will be easier to maintain. It'll provide more facilities for the community, although of course we still won't have things like diving boards and a club hut and changing rooms initially. But we'll work on those things as time goes on. Now, what we've got to do in the first place is get to work to spend the money we've already got. So we've got to do the detailed engineering planning, get the contractors in, and get everything ready to roll for next spring and through the summer, so the work gets done. So that's the first priority. Second priority is building the community organisation to use and maintain the lake once we've got it repaired, and that also is very important. And third, to establish ongoing funding to keep it going. And for this it'd be really helpful to build up an active membership, people prepared to either do something with the lake to help, or just to pay a bit each year to keep it going. Friends of the lake type idea. We already have a pledges scheme where people can say, I'll give £20, £50, £100 towards the repair of the lake when we need it. And we've got that on the website. You can see who are the heroes who've been and heroines who've been contributing to that. And we'll be putting a click here and donate button on the website as soon as I've worked out how to do it, and that will enable people to pop in a few bob when they have it spare. All this will help, because this has got to be owned by the community and supported by the community and run by the community for everyone, and that's what we need.
Yeah, but some of the patches are quite broken up.
During their inspection, the Heritage Lottery Fund members were told that the lake was opened in March 1929 and was a very popular attraction until the 1960s, when cheap overseas package holidays led to the decline of the traditional seaside resort. We asked Joe Norman what the timetable now was for the completion of the project.
Well, the timetable through the winter is preparation. From about April to the end of August, the lake will be out of action. On the other hand, it'll be a wonderful peep show for people to see what's going on, and we'll have students from the Tech College coming round learning about this sort of marine engineering. So it's part of an educational process then. I hope the children from local schools will come round and see what's going on, understand what's going on, and learn something about how a project like this is run.
Neris Watts, head of the Heritage Lottery Fund Southwest, said, "We're really pleased to be supporting these exciting plans for Clevedon's Marine Lake, said to be the largest of its kind in the world, which will totally transform the way people interact with and enjoy this special piece of our heritage." And what of the Tides Festival? Joe Norman again.
For next year's Tides Festival, if all goes well, the Marine Lake will be finished in time for the Tides Festival. And on the outline schedule, we have about 4 weeks slack, spare, I should say, which hopefully will cope with any problems which come up. So we have every confidence that we'll have it ready for next year's Tides Festival.
It's a fantastic race and a massive cheer! And they are over. They are the winners.
This annual race, staged by the Clevedon Athletic Club, has been a popular event for several years now. It attracts runners of all ages, mainly from clubs around the southwest. The race starts in Lower Strode Road, just past the radio transmitter, goes out round Kingston Seymour and finishes back in Clevedon at the Mary Elton Primary School.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Run for France! Ain't working.
Yeah, but they all look like...
Well done, mate. Follow the sign. Well done. Not me, they don't hang about, do they? Hey! Wet. Come on, Bruce. All right, Clevedon. Well done.
First one's
coming in?
Well, the lead car's here, so that's
The first man home was Tom Merson from the Bristol and West Athletic Club in a time of 30 minutes 38 seconds. The first lady to finish was Amy Yetton from the Plymouth Harriers. Her time was 37 minutes 34 seconds. "340 runners completed the race. A full list of the results can be seen at the Athletic Club's website. In our last edition we left the much-loved motor vessel Balmoral as she entered Sharpness Dry Dock for her MOT. Well, the good news is that this vintage coastal cruiser that regularly calls at our pier has now passed that milestone and is now good to put to sea for the next 5 years. So proudly she made her way back from Sharpness Shipyard to her permanent berth alongside Bristol's M-Shed. This first stage in her relaunch cost the charity overseeing the project £150,000, all raised from voluntary donations. The next stages towards her full rebirth will see the group attempting to raise a further £200,000 to get her fully certified and ready for cruising once again. On leaving Sharpness, where she had spent nearly 3 weeks undergoing a stringent inspection and a repaint, the Balmoral steamed west down the River Severn on one of the journeys that have proved to be so popular to many thousands of her passengers. In the River Avon, Balmoral met up with an old friend and neighbour, the Matthew, the replica of John Cabot's ship that journeyed across the Atlantic in 1497 from Bristol to North America. The rain tried to dampen the spirits of those who had come out to welcome the Balmoral, but the grand old lady, she will be 65 on the 27th of June, ploughed on to her home berth.
Spring on!
go. So once again, our lucky 6 semi-finalists will be the Rolls Royce and the semi-final 2 will be
Session.
Dry donkey, still not there.
Way past that point earlier, was straight past it. It's about to do that now for us. Distance done.
Dimitri!
Thank you, Bristol, for the warm welcome. And if you feel you can help her, donations can be made through this website.